What's going on, everybody? It's your boys Jay and Will back with another video. Once again, as I said before, my name is Jay. I got my bro Willie. What's going on, Will?
Man, just out here chilling, a little sad, but gonna make it through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And live via satellite from the bookings, we have our resident degenerate gambler. Say what's up to our guy Ed. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's good, people? You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here in these COVID streets. I just got paid. It's not Friday night. It's Tuesday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? I got my bread from last week, and I'm here to try to get you yours for this week.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all long because I ain't gonna stunt. It's too many damn good teams playing each other this week, so it ain't shit we can really bet on. What I will do, however, look at this nigga trying to get hit in the middle of my speech. Anywho, let me update you on, how we did last week. Again, we looking for quarterbacks getting points, whooping up on sorry-ass teams. Better quarterback getting points last week was definitely Ryan Tannehill. It didn't look like it, but he got the job done. He covered the spread, won outright, got you a little bread. All right. Indy Jets, I didn't tell you to bet on it, but the line was ridiculous. It was plus 12. I said, goddamn, the Jets got some kind of problem. They ain't gonna just let them beat the shit out of them like that, but apparently the Jets fucking stink. If you made that bet, you got your bread. Moving on, let's see. If you got the two quarterbacks getting points that happen to be underdogs, Pat Mahomes and what's his name, Rodgers, whoop the shit out the Saints, whoop the shit out the Ravens, and you got your bread on that one. And my boy, bro, you thought he wasn't shit, but man, he showed you he was the shit against that big Philly line and covered the spread and got your bread. Now that's all I really want. I ain't gonna hold you about nothing. All I want you to do is get you paid now. Real quick, I just want to review something. Now, when you bet, this year has been kind of crazy because it seemed like his defense is on the field, but they ain't really playing defense. Ain't nobody like hitting or trying to tackle or nothing like that. Them boys scared of the COVID. And they ain't tackling worth a damn. Look at here. If you want to bet the over, that over hitting a lot. All right? About 60 to 80% of the games this year, if you bet the over, you won. So since I bet that, I'm going to spread the love and let y'all know. There's some over bets you could take and get your bread. Now, look at a couple of those bets that you can make. Now, see, you looking for, you want to bet on teams with overs that are low, that are like low, but high for the team. Does that make sense? I'll give an example. Jacksonville versus Cincinnati. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's Burrow again. This nigga really do love Burrow. I really do love Burrow. Burrow is playing against a defense in Jacksonville that ain't shit. And he playing against Gardner Minshew, who, okay, all right. I know he didn't do shit against Miami, but he did damn near have 300 yards passing, and DJ Chark wasn't playing. And okay, it was Thursday. And young Burrow ain't gonna stop chunking, so gonna have to chunk. That's gonna go over. The over right now is 49.5. That means each team would have to score at least 25 points to get your bread. Mm-hmm. Go on, bet that over. Go on, bet that over. Do that shit. And if you want, the line, whatever, I would take Jacksonville plus 3. Mm-hmm. Just a thought. Mm-hmm. Moving on. You got Denver versus the Jets. Now, the easy bet is to take Denver because the Jets is sorry. But the problem is Denver is also sorry. So, that's going to shake. The over here at the moment is 39.5. It was at 40. It keeps dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think that the sorry-ass Jets can put up some points?
No.
I do. They
Really?
haven't, but I do think they can. Well, if you look at the scores, I think the Jets done got into double digits twice. They done played 3 games. That don't sound good, but
No.
they've also played some tough teams, relatively speaking. Do I think the Jets could probably put up more points against a sorry team like the Denver Broncos? Who, let's see, who defense? Von Miller, he hurt. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing else. Everybody hurt. That's the side defense. They're going to have to score. And Denver's going to have to score. I feel like that over is going to hit. If you bet 100, you get 200. Go and get your bread. Go and get your bread. They ain't coming to that one yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what get you paid. I'm trying to get you some money out here in these COVID streets. No? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Last one, and I'm going to let y'all go. Indy, Chicago. That's going to be a great game. That's going to be a lot going. Nick Foles throwing the ball. That over is 45 points. Go get your bread. Get your bread. Go get your bread. Boys ain't trying to tackle. Ain't nobody get hit in the COVID streets. It ain't happening. I don't care who win. I just want them to score. You feel me? You feel me? Do you feel me? I'm glad you feel me. This has been Ed with the degenerating motherfucking minutes of your time to get you your bread.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. Protect yourself from the 5G because we can tell it's not hitting your reception. So we appreciate you. It's fine. We're working on it. The moral of the story was to bet the over. That's what we got.
There you go. All right.
So that's really all we need.
Bet the over this year.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, man. Stay safe out there, man.
Hey, no problem.
You don't have to wear the shield while you're driving. Just FYI, but whatever.
You know, this shit everywhere.
You're right.
Shit is everywhere.
You're right. All right, boy. Stay safe, man.
Peace.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah.
Always is.
I'm liking the Jets Broncos over, especially since it's Thursday night football. Things be getting interesting on Thursday.
Yeah, we can't seem to put a damn handle on that.
Exactly. It's wild.
That was interesting because, Denver, Drew Lock is out, so they got that Driscoll kid in, and he not really able to do anything. So that's what kind of made me skeptical about the over. But again, to Ed's point, I mean, everything's been over. Everything's been over consistently, and I think it's without having a preseason, it's taking defenses longer to adjust.
Yeah.
And defenses that we thought were going to be decent are just not yet. So until they figure that out, then I'm with them. And might as well bet the over. Yeah. I feel like there's more less risk doing that than betting under for sure.
Yeah, bet the average.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well. Before we get started on the week 4 predictions that they want to just kind of recap our numbers from last week. So we both correctly predicted 10 games last week. We didn't count the Cincinnati game against the Eagles because they tied, and neither one of us got it right or wrong, so it just doesn't really count.
Yeah.
But we still correctly predicted 10 wins. So we still neck and neck still for 2 weeks in a row.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and even with trying to pick differently, it still ends up being the same. So we'll try to get in this week and see where we go. So I have week 4 schedule up. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Thursday night game. This week, as you kind of already alluded to, it's going to be the Denver Broncos visiting the New York Jets. I will let you kick us off, Will.
It's been tough to get this Thursday night thing down, but I think we got it this week, or at least me. I'm going Jets on this one.
Ooh.
Home game, short week. Denver has to Does Denver have to travel for?
I
Because
mean,
I'm not
from
sure.
Colorado to New York.
Well, if they, yeah, see, I wasn't sure if they had a home games, but yeah, Denver beat the brakes off of them at home. So yeah, so they traveling from Denver to New York on a short week without their starting quarterback. So I got the Jets in this one. They get their first dub of the season.
So 2 0-3 teams.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to win. Well, I guess they
Well,
don't have to. I guess they could tie.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be the easier pick, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Denver only because I'm using what I've seen as an example. So last week you had the Giants who they were playing San Francisco, who had like almost their entire first unit was out.
Yeah.
And half of their second unit was out. There was a tweet, and I wish I would have dug for it, that gave like a list of the depth chart players that were out for San Francisco. Like the whole list. It was like QB1, and then it was like tight end 1, tight end 2, RB1, RB2, RB3, and it was like left guard 1, 2. And there was one position, I can't remember which one. I want to say it was corner that was like CB1, CB2, CB4. Like all these players were out. Yeah. It was at least 10 players. Yeah. And at the time of the tweet, the Giants were down by 10. So like I'm just looking at it from just not having any faith in any of the New York teams and their ability to do something, to put something together. The Jets are the only team in the league to, as of right now, still not have had a lead in any game this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Denver. Okay. I feel like I can't trust the Jets. I'm sorry. They got to prove me that they can win a game before I pick them.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Thursday night. So we'll go ahead and go to Sunday. The early games. First game, we have the Baltimore Ravens visiting the Washington football team. What you got, Will?
Baltimore by 45.
Ooh, boy. Okay, so you
nah. They're gonna beat the brakes off of them. It won't. I can't say it won't be 45, but I mean they just lost to Kansas City by 14, so they got something to prove. Like, they want to show that that Monday night game was just a blip. So they finna beat the brakes off of Washington. Like, it's gonna get ugly quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Chase Young's be ready to play or not. He got hurt last week. And they lost. I want to say they lost Ryan Kerrigan as well. So their edge is depleted. Rush. Yeah, so yeah, it's not. It might be ugly quick, like you said. So I'm gonna go Baltimore as well. This next game we're not gonna pick, but we'll just kind of highlight just because of recent developments. The Pittsburgh Steelers are scheduled currently to visit the Titans, but there were 3 Tennessee Titans and 5 members of the staff that contracted COVID-19. And this is Tuesday, and as of word today, the Titans aren't even allowed in our building until Saturday. Yeah. So there is discussion about whether or not they will reschedule the game to Monday night or even potentially Tuesday night. But because we don't know what's going to happen, we're just going to hold off on picking anything. But Will, did you have anything you wanted to add on that one at all?
I think if the NFL wanted to be smart, they would push the Super Bowl back, and then also just to give that basically push have the playoffs entire playoff pushed back at least a week or two, just to allow for this that bumper of COVID. But I think it would be safe for them to just give both teams a bye week this week. It's early. It's a lot earlier than normal.
Yeah.
But I think it would be safe to go ahead. Just keeping it safe for everyone. I think it'd be best to just do a bye week for both teams.
Yeah, and there was some talk about like if they gave them a bye this week. I want to say one of the teams has like a bye in week 7, and the other has a bye in week 8 or something. Mm-hmm. And I think it was Pittsburgh that has a bye in week 7, and they're supposed to play the Ravens. So there was talk about moving the Ravens game up a week, mm-hmm. and then having the Titans and the Steelers be rescheduled to week 8. But I don't know. I think I would have preferred if they did something where this season you had 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
And you could just kind of have them staggered
Yeah.
as a contingency to where if you have to move a game, you can do that, and that their flexibility is in the schedule already. And if you don't have to move a game, then a team just gets 2 weeks off. Like that extra week. I mean, to me, I feel like having the extra week within the regular season helps revenue potentially, especially now they're not going to have the crowd. So I would have preferred them to have an 18-week season and just have 16 games still, but just build in 2 bye weeks just in case.
Every other 8, the 8 week, the first 8 weeks have a bye week, and then the second 8 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. Like, and do it to where I would say you don't have any less than 4 games between bye weeks. Like, you shouldn't have a bye week in week 6 and week 8, or you know what I'm saying? Like, have it at least to where there's at least 4 to 5 games between each bye. I mean, that stuff gets made by people who get paid way more than us, but I just feel like there should have at least been some sort of contingency plan put in. But I think there was just so much. I think there's a bit of all of that, but I also think there's just a bit of naivety and kind of arrogance to a certain degree that we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I hope they don't play this week because that's not fair to Tennessee. Even if you do stuff remotely, it still doesn't replace practicing. Exactly. And if they can't practice, then it's like I come back to the training facility on Saturday for a game the following day.
Yeah,
that's nuts. So we won't pick this one, but we obviously want to touch on it and just bring light to the reason why.
Yeah.
All right. So next game is the Chargers visiting Tampa Bay.
I got Tampa.
Okay. Yeah, I got Tampa too. I will say that Buccaneers defense is balling right now.
Yeah, it was better than what I expected.
Yeah. Todd Bowles got those boys playing.
Yeah.
Son, you got a rookie quarterback potentially. I don't think Taylor's gonna be back, and even if he's back, I don't know if they're gonna bench the rookie. So, that might be ugly.
Yeah. And it sucks because Todd struggled as the Jets. I mean, it's the Jets, but struggled as a head coach. And then they're going to see Rick back as a D coordinator. He put in that work again.
Balling.
I hope he gets another chance at it.
I hope he does too, and I hope it's just not with, you off the top of your head, you know it's going to be two vacancies soon. One in Atlanta and one in the Jets. So, hopefully he can get something like Atlanta where they have pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where if he goes to the Jets, it's like you just go in a purgatory and you're not really set up for opportunity. Which is that where he was before he got? Did he get fired from the Jets?
Yeah, he was at the Jets.
Oh, he definitely going back there.
And then I don't think he will go to Atlanta because their coach right now is supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. So you go from defense to offense. Yeah, that's typically what ends up happening.
That's true.
Typically.
Yeah. All right. So next game is the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Miami Dolphins. This will probably be quick.
So I take Russ. Russ plus 72. Russ gonna be slinging that. He gonna be. Is Byron back?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So
I think he's got a groin, so that's touch and go.
Okay. So without Byron, they're gonna win by 24. With Byron, they'll win by 14.
That might be a shootout, bro. Like Fitzmagic, going up against that defense.
Yeah,
that Swiss cheese defense.
Yeah, no, but I know it's going to be a shootout. But I said,
but you're just saying it's still going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
It won't be close.
Russ. Yeah, because was it Metcalf? He won't make that same mistake twice. So
that's true.
Fucking around with the ball. So
yeah, must cost me this week. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle too, but I think that's gonna be an entertaining game. I really
absolutely.
Do. We don't have that one because the Cowboys play at noon, but that might be an interesting game. Yeah. All right. Next game is the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Houston Texans.
So this one's going to be interesting because I know
Yep.
like the Vikings shut down for today. I don't know how long they're going to shut down because they have to do the testing because of the Titans.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the Vikings is just a better team. And also their coach might be on the hot seat at this point. So I got the Vikings in this one.
Okay. I'm going to go with Houston. And obviously, for some reason, this game gets put back. We won't count it. But I know as of today, they still had 0 positives. So I'm kind of assuming that maybe if they have an extra day tomorrow, there's no positives, they may bring it back in or something. But I'm gonna go with Houston only because Minnesota hasn't been able to stop anybody, and this is kind of one of those games where I'm like, do I trust Kirk Cousins or do I trust Deshaun Watson? The only issue is Deshaun Watson don't get no time to pass. Like
that's all.
Like they're in the backfield. Oh my God! As soon as the ball snaps, somebody's back there. So I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Houston only because I haven't really seen any noise being made about Minnesota's rush.
Yeah.
I know that their secondary has been suspect because they got 2 rookies starting.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. If he can get 2 seconds, if they can do some screens, and even in the game last week, Houston was making strides against Pittsburgh, who was supposed to be like one of the better defenses in the league. So if there's something they can take from that game, certainly I feel like Pittsburgh's defense is better than Minnesota's defense, and so if they can figure out a way to put 2 games together like that, then they can potentially come out with a win. So based on that, I'm going to go with Houston on that one.
Well, I like the Vikings because they came back and almost beat a good Titans team.
That's true.
Because the Titans, not necessarily the defensive prowess like they were last year, but I think just they are a great team. That's why that the Titans and Steelers game was going to be so great. It's two good teams going head to head. So that's why I went with the Vikings.
By the way, I would have picked Titans in that game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially at home. Yeah.
And
we're not picking it.
No, we're not picking it. All right, next game is the New Orleans Saints visiting the Detroit Lions.
You go first.
I'm gonna go Detroit. They had a big win last week against Arizona. And Arizona was obviously on fire up until that point. And Detroit's defense made some stops in that game that I think could potentially catapult them, not to like the playoffs, but like to have some sort of momentum. And the Saints don't have any momentum at all whatsoever. Obviously, this kind of, if Michael Thomas plays, that can change the dynamic some. But, I think I talked about this when we did our season predictions. I felt like Drew Brees was going to take a dive. And as of now, he has. And, people can make excuses all they want. But, Michael Thomas is great. But if you're dependent on that guy, then that's tough, and he's not going to always be there. And I just feel like it's been a dive. So I'm going to go with Detroit in that game.
Yeah, me too. The only shining spot really for the Saints has been Alvin Kamara. He's been putting in work, been a beast.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard to basically shut him down because of how great he is, but they just don't have enough. And it feels like at times they're trying to put too much on the bad arm of Drew Brees.
Yeah.
So, I got the Lions in this one.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to see this, but as I mentioned, saying we got 9 minutes left. So we will move forward and just try and make the pictures as we go through. Next game is going to be the Browns versus the Cowboys. Who you got, Will?
I got Dallas. The offense is Dak slinging that thing around. So I got the defense I think the defense going to get it together. Griffin and DeMarcus Lawrence got to get it together.
Have they played?
Exactly. Alden Smith is all over the field. Yeah. So I got the Cowboys in this one.
For the first time in 3 weeks, I'm going to pick the Cowboys as well. It's Cleveland, so, whatever. I do think that, they have two guys in Odell and Landry that can really give the secondary fits like these other teams have, but can Baker get them the ball? That's the question.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with – if the Cowboys go 1-3, they still might be in first place in the division, but the sky's going to be falling in Dallas. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to go 2-2. Yeah. Next game, we have Jacksonville taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Did we do the Colts and Bears?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I got Joe. I got Joe in this one.
Okay.
I think Joe's gonna sling this thing around.
Okay.
Because they definitely should have won last week. So I got Joe.
I agree with that. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati to get their first win of the season.
Yeah.
Next game is the Colts visiting the Bears.
The Bears. So I got the Colts in this one. No, I got the Colts.
Colts?
Yeah, I like saying the Bears, but yeah, I got the Colts in this one. Nick Folks. It's gonna be interesting with him starting now. So yeah, but that Indy's just that sneaky team. They can put in work. Yeah, Indy got this one.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think the new car smell will kind of get them through this game. They're at home, so I think I'm gonna go with the Bears in this one. Next game is Arizona visiting the Carolina Panthers.
As long as Kyler doesn't do me dirty again, I got Arizona.
Yeah, they got to win this game. They are going cross country, so that's something to consider. But I got to go with Arizona. They got to win this game. They can't lose this game.
Yeah,
because all the momentum goes out the window if they go 2-2 after they start out 2-0.
Yeah,
I think they got to win this one. It's the Panthers without McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
They got to win that game.
Yeah, and then especially the way that Seattle's rolling, you don't want to fall too far.
Yeah, you can't fall too far behind. Absolutely. This one should be quick. Giants visiting the Rams.
Rams by 22.
Yeah, I got them by 48. Buffalo visiting the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders laid an egg, so I got Buffalo.
I'm gonna go with Vegas. I feel like there's which it sounds stupid because there's no fans, but I do feel like home versus away matters to those type of teams that are trying to find their way. And I think that now I'm changing my mind. I'm going with Buffalo only because I didn't think about that defense. The defense is a beast, and
it is.
I'm going Buffalo. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was about to trip out. I was like,
because I was gonna say that they came out and beat a team in New Orleans who I think people just expected them to kind of get bulldozed by, but their defense, New Orleans defense hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah,
and Buffalo's defense has. So I have to pick up my face off that one. Next one is the Patriots visiting the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs going to win this one. Bill's going to keep it close, though. The defense he puts together, the defensive game plan is going to be close, but I think KC puts in work there. They trying to prove something like that last year wasn't a fluke, which everyone knows it wasn't, but still they won because they almost laid an egg going against the Chargers, so they're trying to fix that, wipe that from everybody's memory. Yeah,
like I said last week, somebody got beat the Chiefs before I picked against them, and the way Mahomes played last night.
Yeah,
I mean, If the Patriots defense was at full strength, they had everybody that didn't, that opted out, and they had their core defense from last year, this would be a close game because they could stifle them a little bit.
Yeah.
But Baltimore's defense was supposed to be so great, and Mahomes throwing the ball up and down the field against them in the first half. He had like 290-some yards passing in the first half last night. So, I got Kansas City. Sunday night game, Philadelphia Eagles visiting the San Francisco 49ers.
49ers by 24.
Yeah, I got them too. It sucks because both these primetime games are ass. Monday night game, Atlanta Falcons visiting the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, so that's going to be interesting. I'm trying to figure out how many. No, the reason why I say
they're going to score 100?
No, how many points Packers going to come back and win by?
Oh yeah.
No, but I got the Packers winning this one. It's going to be Dan Quinn's last game.
I told you last week when I made the mistake that I knew I was making. I said I should not be picking them, but I'm going to pick them anyway. And look what the hell he did to me. So as long as I live, I will never pick the Falcons to win a game ever again. Because that game cost me win this week. Last year. And I knew I said it. I said I should not pick the Falcons, but I'll pick the Falcons in this game. And lo and be damn whole. Look what happened. So
they're pulling out new records.
Boy, and I said it. I thought I shouldn't pick them. But I'll pick them anyway. And look what happened.
Was it a 15-point or the 14-point comeback that they gave up?
This week?
Yeah.
Oh,
15.
That was 15. I think this one may have been
14. I think this one was 14.
Was it? Yeah, maybe so.
It was crazy. Either way.
Never again, bro. Never. Never.
They got triplets now.
They do got triplets. and Dan, what's his name? What's the coach's name? Dan something? Whatever his name is. Yeah, he got to take care of all three of them triplets. For the rest of his life, they're going to be stuck to his – he ain't getting – he might get a – oh, yeah, he can't get the defensive coordinator job because the defense is the one coughing up these leads. So it's like, what value do you have?
He got to go back to a linebacker coach or something.
Right. So we have a little over a minute. I just want to touch real quick on anything that you want to say maybe is a key for the Cowboys to win this game or maybe something they have to avoid to win this game.
So they need to throw on first down. They need to – I used to say so much to throw it to Zeke, but Zeke keeps dropping. But, yeah, they need to throw it on first down more. Okay. If they throw it on first down, they're going to beat the brakes off Cleveland.
Okay. Only criticism I have is, dude, special teams, like, get it together. That's all I got to say. If special teams get it together, we'll be in a lot better space. So that's a wrap. I appreciate you guys for watching as usual. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. For Will, this is Jay. This has been Jay and Will, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Later.